time I've seen this guy perform recently, he says that he's retiring. So I have no idea if this is his last show or not, honestly. I really do not know. And I hope it isn't, because he's a really funny dude. You're gonna love him. Please give a very warm welcome to your boy Sareth Ney, everybody. Love
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about bukkake. If you guys get offended, I recommend putting your earmuffs on for my set, because we're about to go muff diving. When I was 15 years old, I thought it would be a good idea to steal a nudie mag from my uncle. I didn't know how much he cried during sex. Like, all the pages were all wrinkly and they were all stuck together. I thought they were his tears and his boogers. But they weren't. They were his knuckle babies and his water-based lube. And my mom found it, and she threw it right in front of me. And it saddened me because it reminded me of the Oklahoma City bombing, because all the dead babies came out of it. Woo! My name is Sareth Ney. This is my Dirty 30.
Yeah!
We're gonna go in raw. You know, from the slums of Shaolin, the RZA, the Jizza, old dirty bastard, and that's what I am. When I was 18 years old, I went to my very first gentleman's club, and the old gentleman's club used to be an old church. And my very first lap dance came from a girl that looked exactly like Marilyn Manson. She walked up to me like she was my own personal Jesus. She turned out to be an Antichrist superstar. She was definitely one of the beautiful people. That night I had sweet dreams. And I tell you, she put on a dope show though, for real. But I remember going down the street, there was an adult bookstore, and I was really excited. I didn't know adults had bookstores. You know, so I go to this place, and on the wall were like two hands. One looked like a fist. It was black. And it looked like it just won the Olympics or something. Another one looked like it was hailing Hitler, but with rheumatoid arthritis. And it looked like this. And I asked the clerk, "Hey clerk, what are those used for?" He goes, "Go to the adult arcade out back and turn to channel 27. There's a movie called Five Finger Donkey Punch. And you'll see what they're used for." So I go there and I check out this movie. And I remembered it was a white lawn chair. And there was like a brown skid mark on it. Like, I'm not sitting down. So I pop my token in, turn it to channel 27, Five Finger Donkey Punch comes on, and there was a fist, a latex fist, in someone's bum. And I thought I was watching Citizen Kane, because when they pulled it out, it turned into a Rosebud. Man. Then I hear a knock on my door, and it was some homeless guy offering me a handy. I'm like, I don't got this old crazy homeless guy. So I packed up my things and I left. And I remembered I went out to California, and that place was crazy, folks. I was just 18 years old, didn't know any better. And it was around the 4th of July, I remembered. And I thought it'd be a good idea to discover what self-love was. And I remembered that my red rocket went up. No white sauce came out, because I gave myself blue balls. Yeah. And I tried to rub one out, and I passed out like I was John Holmes and everything. So I was like, I couldn't finish. So I decided to wait like two more times later, and I finally did it. Thanks. I wrote a little song about it. Would you guys like to hear it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Like to hear it? Here goes. Stroked my meat, thought it was grand, fell in love with my right hand. It went well for a minute or two, then I came, felt like glue, and a slip I can't grip. Never thought I'd be the one who would slip. Then I started to realize I shot jizz in my right eye. I masturbate me. Self, I masturbate me. Love. I came so hard and I beat my dick like I had none. And let it drip away. I was clean for about an hour. After that, Rex smelled sour. It took all I ever had. No sign of guilt, no feeling bad, no. And a slip I can't grip. Never thought I'd be the one who would slip. Then I started to realize I shot jizz in my left eye. I masturbate me. Self, I masturbate me. Love, I came so hard and I beat my dick like I had none. Let it drip away. That's my story. As you see, came not once, not twice, but three. Now it's over, and I'm mad because I made a mess with all I had. I masturbate me. I thank you. So, I was still in Los Angeles, and I went to this gay part of town called West Hollywood. And, you know the place I'm talking about. And I was at this restaurant that was a fusion restaurant. It was half Mexican, half Russian. And I was there on Taco Tuesday. And I said, hey waitress, how come I'm the only guy here on Taco Tuesday? And the waitress says, because guys don't eat tacos. You gotta come back during Stroganoff Saturdays. So, I exited the restaurant, and there's this crosswalk that's all rainbow colors. I live in Santa Monica and San Vicente. And I thought by crossing it, I would run into a leprechaun and get a bag of Skittles. But I didn't. I ran into this big gay bear with a nice whip. He said, hey, cub. I'm like, I'm not a cub. I'm more of a Rockies fan. I'm from Colorado. Hey, kid. And he goes, you look like a hot mess. You should go to a bathhouse. Now, I'm from Colorado. I only know what outhouses are. I didn't know what a bathhouse was. So I go to this place. And it had all of these holes in the walls. And I thought it had a termite problem. But it didn't. Because out of nowhere, this pecker hits me right in the back of the leg. And I said, what the Tanya Harding is going on around here? And this pecker, another one from a different wall, hits me right in the face. And I'm like, what the Ronda Rousey? And then I see this other guy's face on another side of the wall, one of the other walls, and I said, hey mister, what am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to feed you snacks? He goes, no, you're supposed to put your pecker to this wall. I'm like, there's no duct tape around this hole. I'm not getting splinters in my wood. So his pecker comes to the wall. There's three peckers facing me from all these directions. And rock music comes on. And I thought it was Judas Priest. But it was Iron Maiden. I was inside of an Iron Maiden full of peckers, folks. And I stuck around to see what the next song would be. And it was Come Together by the Beatles. Because Because if you think about it, that song goes, come together right now over me. And I was drenched, folks. Like head to toe in man gravy. And it was so salty, just like my ex's, you know? And it looked like it was just left Dillard's on a Black Friday sale because I had pearl earrings, pearl necklace, pearl anklet, and pearl bracelets to match. Man. The very next day from LAX to Thailand, that's where I flew to Bangkok. Woo! Let me tell you what. You think that strip clubs that used to be an old church was crazy. You guys gotta hear this. I went to this lady boy gentleman's club. There was ping pong balls and ding dongs everywhere. Well, the ding dong's didn't come out until after midnight. And my uncle was like, you gotta leave here before midnight happens, or else we're gonna get a Bangkok tea party. You guys know what a Bangkok tea party is?
No.
It's where you get a motorboat by a lady boy, and then you get a tea bag in the same sitting. Man. So we got out of there, and we hopped into a Tuk Tuk, and I looked over to my translator, and I said, you know, if I ever become a lady boy, my name would be Tuk Tuk Norris. Man, so we ended up going to another strip club, and they get crazy down there. It was in the red light district in Bangkok, and there was like this, there was nothing but like knockoff handbags and bootleg DVDs everywhere. And this guy, he says, $20 baht, that's what they call their currency. Come on in. And I'm like, you look American, you're free. Get your translator in there too. And there was this, the very first lady that danced for us. She was crazy. She had one of her lady friends give my translator a balloon and put it on his head. Then the other lady that was dancing laid on her back, had her feet on the ground, and had her knees apart. She puts a straw in her nose zone, and we hear a pop. I was like, I thought we were in Thailand, not Africa. What the heck is going on here? Then my turn happened, and this lady comes out, same position, on the ground, on her back, feet apart, knees apart, and she had a string hanging out of her nose zone. I know, and I'm like, I'm into menstrual porn, I'm down with this. And I'm like, she goes, pull, but gently. So I start pulling, and pulling, and one after the other, there was pins and needles just coming out. I'm like, is Pinhead from Hellraiser in there, croqueting or something? This is crazy. Oh, man. But the next day, my translator goes, you look very stressed. Let's go to a spa. I'm like, I just hope they don't have acupuncture there. We'll be fine. So, we go to this place, and I felt like we were on the set of Rush Hour 2, because like, there was these girls, these ladies, they weren't lady boys this time, which, thank goodness. They were waving to us, and I'm like, whoa, these ladies are friendly. So I waved back, and I picked number 27 again, just like I like when I was at that adult arcade. Picked number 27, and we went from the set of Rush Hour 2 to the set of Hostel, through the door. And I remember that movie. Like, if we separate, we're gonna die. So we decided to share the same room together. So I thought we were just gonna get a massage, but all three of them decided to take their clothes off. And I decided to leave my clothes on, and they're like, why are you not taking off your clothes? And I'm like, because I'm a virgin, and I don't want to lose it this way. So, they ended up giving my friend a threesome right in front of me. It was like there was a bathtub and everything, and they used their bodies as loofahs. And they only took 3 minutes. It was amazing. Like the lady put a condom on her mouth and put it on his pecker. It wasn't that difficult. It was only like 3 inches. It was like a minute an inch, you know. So my lady that was supposed to knock my boots, she was like, "So you're a virgin, huh?" I'm like, "Yep." "So can I call you Superman?" I'm like, "You sure can, and you're my kryptonite." And I went to school the next day, flew back to Colorado, and it was the first day of class, my final semester, and my teacher says, "Introduce yourself with the same first letter as your first name." And I decided to go with Super Sareth. And my teacher was like, "How come you're going with Super Sareth?" I'm like, "I got my name Superman at a massage parlor in Bangkok. It's a long story." So I moved back home, and my dad thought it would be like a good idea. He says, "Son, I feel bad that your mom tore up your nudie mags when you were 15 years old, and I didn't get to teach you about the birds and the bees. So let's go to YouTube together. They teach you about everything." I'm like, "Dad, that's not how, the birds and the bees work. We gotta go to Pornhub together." So my dad and I went to Pornhub together, and on the top right corner of the screen it says all HD. And I thought the HD stood for hard dingling. But it actually stands for high definition, folks. I was way off. So we clicked it, and on the left-hand side of the screen was a new acronym, and it was DP. Now, I'm a filmmaker, so I thought DP was Director of Photography. I was way off. It was actually double penetration. And we clicked on it, and it looked like 2 giraffes eating out of the same tree. It was pretty wild, folks, let me tell you. Man. So, I'm a huge wrestling fan, right? Like, I grew up during, like, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H and stuff. And, my dad says, "I'm gonna leave you alone and you can watch all the porn you want." So I decided to make a game out of it and gave these moves, these sex moves, some names. But the techno music would make my pecker soft. And so I put a 90s mix on YouTube. And I would play that and watch the movies at the same time. And I wanted to share these sex positions with you with a 90s twist to it. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, folks. This one is called the Winter Storm. Now, the Winter Storm is where you bust a nut in their butts and you make them fart it back at you. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, but not on my face. This one is called the Sea-Doo, folks. The Sea-Doo, instead of motorboating their boobs, you do it to their butts until you Sea-Doo. She likes me for me. Not because I hang with Leonardo, or Donatello, or Michelangelo, or Raphael. Because I realize I look like one of the Ninja Turtles. This one is called the BP oil spill. The BP stands for butt plug. You lather this butt plug up with oil-based lube, and you give your partner an enema, and you shove that butt plug right up their butts, and you make them twerk until they can't do it anymore. And after a while, your whole room looks like a BP oil spill. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't do that. This one is called the Hostess Ding Dong. What you want? It involves felching. Do you all know what felching is?
No.
Felching is where you bust them in their butts and you slurp it out and you swallow it. So this is what you do, folks. You lather their butt cheeks up with chocolate syrup. You bust them in their butts. And you say, "Hey, where's the cream filling?" And they release it. And you swallow it. And you say, "That's the stuff, hostess." Now if you do it right, it looks just like this. And if you stay after the set, I got 10 of these, and you all can help yourselves. I need some love like I never needed love before. I love the Spice Girls. And Spice Channel. This one is called the Citizen Kane. It involves fisting, just like you've seen on Five Finger Donkey Punch. This is what you do. You get yourself the one that looks like it won the Olympics, you know, the black one. And you put that water-based lube from earlier that you got from the BP oil spill. And you shove it right up their bums. Then you take the one that looks like rheumatoid arthritis that was hailing Hitler. And you smack your partner with it. Like they stole something from Singapore. And then you pull that, you know, that black fist out. And their butt plug looks like the Rosebud from earlier. And you lean in their ear and you say, "Rosebud. If I know it's up for me, if you steal my sunshine, you better not steal my other stuff, you're gonna get the Citizen Kane." Oh man, I love those moves. Try those at home, I recommend them. And have a wild night. Man, in my 30s, I know I don't look like I'm in my 30s. I look like I still sew soccer balls and shoes at factories. But in my 30s, I lost close to 90 pounds, believe it or not. And like most Asian kids, I still can't see. I can still see my ribs. It's fantastic. The only downfall of losing over 90 pounds and being Asian is that you still can't see your man parts. Oh man. But I was watching the Star Trek movie, and the most recent one, and the Asian dude in that movie turned out to be gay. So I guess from here on out, the Star Trek movies are going to have a happy ending. Like the one I almost got in Thailand, but I pulled out. I did. But I just turned 36. Year of the Wu-Tang Clan. And my biological clock is ticking. As if I was in Clueless. Because in 4 years, I'll be the next 40-year-old virgin. I'm saving myself for my second marriage, folks. Alrighty, folks. My name is Sareth Ney. Come see me and get some ding-dongs. Have a good evening.
Keep it going for Sareth Ney, everybody! This disgusting, vile, sweet human. God, I love him.
Stephen Baker. Coming to the stage next. This dude is everywhere, doing everything. A cool show he has now was featured in Jacksonville magazine recently. It's called Confessions of Corazon. It's a storytelling show down at Corazon Cinema and Theater in St. Augustine. Everybody, please help me welcome Sareth Ney!
So how many of y'all have paid for sex? My buddy. How many of y'all have paid for sex and did not go through with it? Here's my name's Sareth Ney, as Christina said. This one's called So Much for My Happy Ending. It's complicated. This is for Avril Lavigne. So, I went to Bangkok, Thailand back in 2006. You guys know where I'm going with this. And my liaison, if you will, we went to this massage parlor. And it reminded me of Rush Hour 2. Like, people think I'm black, so I was like the Chris Tucker. And my friend was the Asian guy, so he was like Jackie Chan. And so all these ladies behind the glass wall had like all these numbers on them, you know. And they were like 19, 82, and all that stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna go for 82. That's my year of birth. And so I picked number 82, and he picks number 19. And we go to this. We exit to like the back, and it's really scary, you know. And I remember with the movie Hostel. You guys know what happened in that movie. So we're like, no matter what happens, we're sharing a room. I'm like, crap. So I just thought we were gonna get massages, you know. And everyone started taking off all their clothes, like everything. And I'm like, this is freaking crazy. And I'm like, what? They were like, why aren't you taking your clothes off? I'm like, I'm a virgin. I don't want to lose this weight. And so my friend ended up getting a threesome right in front of me. And there was like this tub, like, and they were like using their bodies as loofahs. I was like, I can't believe I locked down on this, you know? And like one of the Asian ladies was super talented. She put like a condom in her mouth and put it on the guy's pecker. And I was like, what? This is wild. And so they finished that. We finished up like after like 3 minutes or something. And like the ladies, they go to me and they're like, so you're really a virgin? I'm like, yeah, I'm a virgin. I'm scared right now. And they're like, so you're Superman? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I am Superman. And this is my kryptonite. And so they all got dressed up. Nothing got cut off. I'm safe from hostile territory. And I go back to college and I finish up. And my teacher, we were all sitting and like we were introducing ourselves. And they were like, what's the adjective that you want to, like,